Today, kids, I'm going to teach you about the Tang and Sung politics. The Tang had a centralized government with the emperor on top and the Bureau of Censors, the 6 ministries, and other government officials all working together to help run the dynasty. The Bureau of Censors tracked all officials and their records, kind of like the Chinese checks and balances. The 6 ministries were the separation of power during the Tang dynasty. The founder of the Tang dynasty and also their first emperor was Li Yuan, and he ruled from 618 to 626. He was a military commander who rose in power during the rebellion of Sui. The first and only female empress of China was Empress Wu. Her husband was emperor, had a stroke, so she took administrative duties, which was an equivalent role to that of emperor. She gave the title to her weakest son and assumed power for herself. She was an especially vicious ruler. The strengths of the Tang dynasty's politics were the civil service exam, law code, rebuilding of the capital, a strong military, and good record keeping. Despite all of these strengths, their weaknesses eventually led to their downfall. The Tang dynasty had corruption within the government officials, peasant uprisings, and incompetent rulers. After the fall of the Tang came the rise of the Sung. The Sung dynasty was also centralized. However, the emperor held more power than the Tang emperor. Due to the Tang military having too much power, the Sung had both military and civilian officials so that they could control one another. Another tidbit of information was that there was both a northern and southern Sung empire. The founder of the Sung dynasty was Zhao Guanyin, who ruled from 960 to 976. He was a military leader and a statesman. His greatest accomplishment was the reunification of China after the fall of the Tang. The strengths of the Sung dynasty included its imperial exam system, Confucian beliefs among the gentry, and its very advanced government for its time. The major weaknesses included political corruption, civilian uprisings, and invasions from external tribes. We thank Jessica and Amal for working alongside Nicki Minaj with the scripts and slides, Yusuf for working with Justin Bieber on holding the camera and background info, and finally me, Katie Ost, taking on the role of Mrs. Howard as narrator. The end.